All right. A 6 foot tall person. In a 6 foot tall person, the femur is 19.5 inches long. What is the length of the femur in millimeters? Well, let's take a look here. First of all, the 6 foot tall number is just window dressing. That really isn't what they're asking about. So we don't need that 6 foot tall part at all. So let's cross that off of our visual. The only number that really matters to us in the problem is that 19.5 inches. Now we're starting with units of inches. So the very first thing we want to do is to get rid of inches. We need a way of going from inches to metric. If you look at the problem, you'll notice there's a button that says constants. If you click that constants button, it'll take you to a table in your textbook where they give you a bunch of conversion factors. If you don't know conversion factors off your top, if you don't know about that button, you can also use Google or Siri or whoever you want to. But if you look at the table of constants, you'll see that an inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. And that comes from that table of constants that you can get to by clicking the word constants right above this problem in Mastering Chemistry, that is. So you've got 1 inch to 2.54 centimeters. Now, they're not asking for centimeters, so in our next step, we have to get rid of centimeters. We know that a centimeter is 10 to the negative second meters. So we've gotten rid of inches, we've gotten rid of centimeters, now we need to get rid of meters. So I'm going to place my meters where they cancel out. And I want millimeters. And I know a millimeter is 10 to the negative third meters. So I'm going to multiply everything on top, divide through by everything on the bottom. And that is going to give me 19.5 times 2.54 divided by times. That is going to give me 495.3 millimeters is the number that comes off my calculator. But I only have 3 numbers in my measurement, so I'm looking at 3 sig figs here. So it's going to be 495 millimeters. And that's my answer. Good deal. Let's try part D as long as we're here as well. 1.53 part D. How many inches is in an arterial wall that measures 0.15 micrometers? This is going to be a straightforward unit conversion. We are going to start our line with the only number we're given in the problem. .51 micrometers. We have micrometers, so the first thing we're going to do is to get rid of them. The only thing one ever knows about micrometers is their relationship to meters. Now, I plunged in working, not really knowing where I was going, because I rarely do when I'm starting a problem. I just kind of go where the units take me. I now have units of meters, and you've done enough homework by now to know that if you have meters, you can go to a whole ton of units. So in this next step, I really need to stop and think about where I want to go. Well, I want to wind up in inches, so I need a way from going from the SI system to the English system. If I click my table of constants given to me in this problem, I see that my book provides me only 2 paths between English Standard and SI when it comes to length. One of them involves miles to kilometers and one involves inches to centimeters, and I usually go inches to centimeters, where they tell me that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So in order to go from English Standard to metric, and vice versa, I need to go to centimeters. So I'm going to get out of these meters that I have now and go to centimeters. I know a centimeter is 10 to the negative second meters. So I now have centimeters. I want to get rid of centimeters and go to inches. I know that 2.54 centimeters is equivalent to 1 inch. So now I'm going to multiply everything on top and divide through by everything on the bottom. So I've got 0.51 times 1 second EE negative 6 divide by 1 second EE negative 2 divide by 2.54. That gives me 2.00787844 whatever times 10 to the negative fifth, although your calculator may be showing 123.2007878. But either way, it's the same thing. So we have to think about our sig figs. We only have 2 sig figs in that initial measurement. So our answer should only have 2 sig figs. So our answer should be either 2.0 times 10 to the negative fifth inches or 0.00020 inches. And that should be our answer. And let me check and make sure I'm not leading you astray. And I'm not, because I'm awesome. And that's your answer, and that's how you do it. That's it.